Hello, my fellow preppers. We just had a really bad, severe thunderstorm. It just ripped out my greenhouse, and so if I sound a little bummed, it's not anything that you guys have done. It's just the damn weather gets kind of crazy at where I live. So, anyways, I just wanted to make a short video. Just one more reason to be prepared. So, thunderstorms, tornadoes can happen very fast, and you should be prepared for those. Actually, I was outside trying to make a video when this happened, and so I was able to get to shelter just in time, but you always have to have contingencies because weather can creep up on you very fast. So hopefully I'll be able to repair my greenhouse. The frame is mostly intact. It's just the panels have been blown out and the door got ripped off. But let's go into the purpose of this video. I'll just make this real brief. Is the categories of prepping and preparation, and I just wanted to go over those. Sometimes you just don't hear about people talking about the categories. They just typically talk about maybe the top 3 or 4. The big things are such as shelter, water, food, protection, personal protection of sorts. And maybe it's different types of cooking and food procurement, but that's about it. Maybe on some various shows they talk about navigation and a little bit of signaling and stuff, but let's just cover them all real quickly here. The first one will be shelter. The second one would be water, and of course that's storing water and filtering water, and also acquiring water. We have fire, so that would give you your heat and give you the means to stay warm and cook and to purify water. Food could be your garden or from a food reserve, food supply. And we have tools, like everything from your fixed blade to your pocket knife to your folding saw to your axe. That could be a hatchet, it could be a shovel, whatever you use in your area that is usable. And the next thing would be signaling. It could be a signal mirror, whistles, bright bandanas, flares. It just depends on if you're home-based or if you're mobile, what your options would be. Navigation's another one. Communication's another one. Hygiene. Hygiene gets missed out a lot of times in different forums and discussions about it because it's not really a very fun thing to talk about, hygiene, And so people avoid it. But that's one of them. Your pack and a means to egress from a place. For example, if you are at home or sheltering in place, do you have the means to bug out? So that's certainly one thing. The next thing would be personal protection. And that goes a lot more than just having a firearm and a knife, but you definitely want non-lethal options as well. And you don't want to just have lethal only. You want to have a continuum of force, levels to go up the chain instead of just going right to death or right to the highest level of force. Not all situations require you to shoot someone. So, first aid. First aid's also another thing that people tend to minimize. They get these store-bought kits, and they typically don't have enough for most emergencies, and so you need to look at that. And don't forget trauma gear and heavy bleeding and things of that nature. We have a lot of thunder still here, so it's starting to rain again, so I'm going to sum this up. We have lighting, everything from headlamps to lanterns, flashlights, searchlights. It could be solar powered, crank radios with lights on them. Clothing is the next one, and having a good change of clothes in your bug out bag obviously is a way to go. But at home though, you want clothing that matches every season that that is in your environment, and that includes also things like good blankets and good sets of boots, extra boots, hats and gloves, things that you can use if you need to work and do projects. The next thing would be power, backup power. Outside of even batteries, you may want to consider hand crank generators of some sort, even maybe a solar power system, a battery bank. So those things are also things to consider. Having various plans and contingencies is the next category. And that leads into your skills to use the plan, to put it into play, and to use all of your gear and supplies efficiently. So those are pretty much it. I didn't count how many there were, but that's pretty much the main overview of the categories. And so if you have any other categories that you think that was missing, or if you think that some of those can be consolidated into one category, feel free to put it in the comment section below. Once again, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you real soon.